Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our flight in exploring a little bit more of this ancient language day. And yesterday we talked about a heavy concept that's pretty bloody. Okay, well, I said bloody because I read this sign directly as bloody, but that's animal sacrifice from the past that extended into the meaning of dispute. So it was a crime considered in China. If you are going to protest, going to create a scene, draw attention to yourself, to say you're not happy with how things are running, then you are going to be charged by this 寻衅滋事罪. Okay, 罪 is crime. Okay, so today we have 无事生非. 无事生非, kind of similar connotation. It basically saying there's nothing big deal. There's no biggie here. Like why you are creating such negativity around here. So it's another way to stop some voices to complain. You know, as a Chinese, I noticed that I hardly complain about anything because I don't have the right to complain back then, right? The government never here gave us the opportunity to voice out. It's none of my business to complain. Complain is not part of my right. So when I came to America, like, well, people encourage people, or at least as a society, have the atmosphere of you are free to voice out, complain, probably a little bit going to the other end with extreme sometimes to my feeling, because sometimes I do feel like a 无事生非, like it's no biggie, like what to complain about, right? So this phrase is exactly about that, 无事生非, the sense of a little bit of surprising, depends on your standing over there. Like it could be viewed as it's nothing really big deal here. So why you're puffing a lot of negativities. Okay, 武 came from the ancient dance scene practice. So we have this dancers. Okay, imagine this is the dancer holding two arms, kind of like that. And then each arm are holding 20. So this is the 20 sign. 20 of the kind of crops or plants. And it's kind of standing on top of the pose, kind of like a ballet dancer, right? And kind of holding the plants in arms, in hands to dance. So dancing in the past, I would imagine, just like music making in the past, it's not a form of entertainment of our today's world. So dance and music became part of our enjoyment of life, right? Even some people's profession. But back then, dancing and music is a way of a communication of humans to divinity, or humans to ancestor. I mean, depends on where, I mean, who you would imagine as the current living generation has the power of your life, of your livelihood. So it's something beyond your understanding or beyond your control, right? And then you try to show them appreciation or draw them attention to kind of take care of you, right? Take care, give me favorable weather conditions for me to grow crops. So this dancers, I guess they gotta be trained, that they have to stand on their toes to dance. And then this 20 sign, I can explain a little bit. So we have this cross, which has nothing to do with the crucifixion concept in the Western world. This cross is number 10 in Chinese. And so now you see two crosses on this line, right? And then it's connected up at the bottom. So originally it was just 10 next to 10. And over time, people connect the bottom of that 10 vertical line to connect it, to make it one unit looking, but it still means 20. So 20 is already a lot. It's like 10 fingers and 10 again. That's a lot, right? So holding 20 plants. So plants symbolize fertility, symbolize good harvest, right? And if you hold 20, that's a lot of plants holding in there. And people, a dancer supposedly trained dancing on their toes to try to celebrate or draw attention to the divinity, to show appreciation, or so this dancing, ceremonial dancing, was eventually borrowed. So there was a type of meaning making that doesn't come from the visually representational concepts. So concept like no or nothing is really difficult to express, right? How are you going to express this negative? So we already in this phrase have two negative meaning over there. So this dancing thing was then eventually used as a negative. Okay, my imagination now, okay, it's no theory or no scholarly or certified understanding. My understanding of that is this ceremonial dance was, and even today, would be considered as a performing art. And performing art in the era of no recording, right? It's only existing in a very short time. And after the dance is over, it's over. There's no more dance. So when we're describing the concept of no, nothing in there with a dancing thing, is kind of showing like a majority of the time is no dancing. And when dance occur, it's only like a blip in the duration of time. So when we say dance, that means no dance for the majority of the time. That's my understanding why this performing arts was used to mean non-existing, because majority of the time there's no dance around. It was not like our age that you can click on YouTube or whatever social media to see a dance clip, TikTok, right? At any moment. Back then, it was not recorded, and it's not a common occurrence at all. It's in fact a very specialized. And when you have 20 crops to hold in hand, it must be after a good harvest year that you can afford to hold crops 20 in each hand. Right? So that's only maybe once a year, right? That's why it's no. And let's talk about the other negativity. The other one is symmetrical image versus this one is asymmetrical. It's almost symmetrical, but this is totally symmetrical mirror image. And some scholars say this is kind of resembling the wingspans, right, of some birdie creature or butterfly, whoever have wings. It could be visually, but why it becomes a negativity? And that's the question mark. Why this symmetrical symbol become negative? One explanation is, okay, one side of it, suppose is the left, is the real thing. And then this mirror image is kind of mirroring that. It's a projection of the original. So this one is non-original, non-real, or non-directionally correct. It's a mirror image. It's not like right now I'm recording. Actually, if I'm moving to the right, right now I'm moving to the right to me, and you're seeing me in a camera moving toward the left, which is the left side of you according to your view. So we're kind of a mirror image each other now. So one side is real reality happening, and the other side is the mirror image. So I'm not sure the ancient times language creators think so much about that, but that's how the negativity is expressed. It's like the non-real, non-first hand. It's the mirror. Okay, and then we have sheng. Sheng simply came from this upturned curve with vertical line. That's our plant symbol. So that's something growing up from the soil, and this is the soil symbol. You can see the first horizontal line is the ground level, and the second line is the indicator, is pointer, point toward the very end of the root of the plant. That means it's soil, and it's a plant growing from the soil. So it gave us the sense of something groundbreaking. So it's growing from the earth, basically. And then we use this character a lot in Chinese to mean a bunch of things. And over here, it kind of like means to grow, right? To grow, but to translate appropriately, it's like to generate. Or I guess you can use grow here, to grow negativity. So from nothing, sing, it means happenings that come from the hand symbol holding onto authority brushes. This is the headgear of the authority. So hand holding power, basically. That's official processing of something. So that's regarded something, some event, some happening, something happened with consequences, right? So if there's nothing, okay, you see, combined no thing is nothing. So nothing in Chinese is 无事. Like there is nothing in there. But 事 here, more related to events. It doesn't mean thing, like a physical thing, stuff over there. It means happening. If it's an event, right? Event have a duration, and then it has a consequence. After this event, something is going to change. So that means there's nothing that's changing anything. So no status quo changing event happening right now. And then the question is why you start to generate a negativity, why you're talking about the negatively things. Like things right now is running, it's good. There's nothing bad around here. So this is an argument, 无事生非, is this phrase, not argument. I guess you can regard it as an argument as well. This way of expression is used often to kind of stop any complainer. Like, you don't talk about things. There's nothing wrong around here. So it's kind of taking out your rights to speak. 无事生非, then from that perspective of stopping anybody from complaining about the status quo, I translate it as provoke. Like, you don't just generate some negativity over there. There's nothing wrong around here. So I use the contrast of darkness of the surrounding with means nothing, like nothing going on around. 生非 is like this fire or agitation that you're going to generate over here. So like, why you generate this fire when there is nothing around here? It's also kind of, I guess, sarcastic to show, somebody got to lighten up, like light up the space for us to see what's really around in there. But this 无事生非 often used as an argument or authoritative saying to say there is really nothing to complain about. Why you even give negativity around? So that's 无事生非. Okay, cashing into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.